Scout. Critical strike chance increased by 50%. That sounds like something. Hello, and welcome to Stardew Valley, and this will be part 16. We want rain, please. It's a beautiful Sunday tomorrow. It's not what I'm here. Spirits are very displaced, living off the ground. Most houses of the seasonal calendar. Now you tell me? That should probably have been a tutorial message from day one. I've refrained from going back to what we did in the previous part, but obviously in the previous part we actually reached 10 hearts with Abigail, which was a bit of a milestone. Well, I'm going to give you this advice because I like you and I want you to stay in Pelican Town. If there comes a day that you want to ask for someone's hand in marriage, you'll need to give them a mermaid's pendant. Don't worry, everyone in Pelican Town understands the significance of this amulet. It's an ancient tradition in this region. Good luck. Good luck getting rain so you can acquire it. That's what he means. Oh, so you want to get married? Do you? Do you? We need to sort that fence. It's a bit yeah, calling that abomination a fence is a bit like calling I don't know. I was trying to come up with something funny, but the only funny thing I could come up with could likely be involving mentioning someone I have a dislike against, and I don't dislike people. Disliking people requires effort. Precious few people are worth the effort required to dislike them. Too much hard work. I would rather spend my energy on something else than disliking people. Waste of time. The meat is ready. The meat can wait. Dump these in here, dump those in there. So if we plan something today, we got 6 days effectively, so we could go for a whack of radishes even. If I'm not mistaken, those are quite nice for energy when eaten raw. That is a consideration we need to make. She's not done with our farm, so we don't have to worry about that aspect. What I should have done yesterday, I mean game time yesterday, was to check if Mr. Traveling Salesman Dude had some what they call one of those Rainmaker's totems. That'd be nice. I have to admit the fruit trees are quite beautiful. I mean, the entire art style in this game is absolutely beautiful. What can I say? It is beautiful. Feel free to disagree, but I don't think many people would agree with you if you disagreed with that. Concerned Ape definitely made one heck of a game in Stardew Valley. I cannot praise it enough, I cannot praise him enough. I mean, one-man effort. We have seen entire development teams making something that makes this look like a AAA title. Then one guy goes in and says, oh, I want to make a game. And I want to make it good. I want to make it enjoyable, I want to make it accessible, and I want to make sure that certain people, at least after the 7th or 8th playthrough, still find it absolutely super enjoyable to play. So, I know the chances of him ever watching one of my videos is low, and I'm not necessarily requiring the recognition of a person like him to voice appreciation of my appreciation of him. But it's just, I mean, I could always, I suppose, post it somewhere. But I don't know. And this is a thing. I always have something to say about everything. But this time it's a valid point because I know that there's been certain game developers being a bit iffy about streamers streaming their games, not realizing we need a bit more of that. For me personally, if I had not seen someone else playing this game, I would never have been aware of this game. I don't check the latest stuff on tour pages and that kind of stuff, because by and large I generally feel I have plenty of stuff to play. I don't need to be encouraged to play other things. So it was because I watched someone else play this game that I thought, this looks amazing, I want to play it myself. And I acquired the game because I saw someone else play. So those people who watch the stream, watch the game, and say, well, that was cool, they would not necessarily buy the game because they don't have someone else to play through it for them so they can see the story and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it's one of those incredibly convoluted things where it's very easy to sit there and say, well, we'll have more sales if people are not doing full playthrough of our games. But, I mean, I watched 9/10 of a playthrough of Yakuza 0, and I still went out and bought it. Because I was amazed by that game and I wanted, because it's something that those kind of developers don't seem to think about is the fact that no matter what kind of experience you get, it will always be a second-hand experience. You can watch a game being played and you can get the story and the foundation and all that kind of stuff, but actually playing it yourself can be an experience. I knew I knew a good portion of the... how many we're buying? That's 5. We have to plant them. I knew a lot of the side stories in Yakuza 0. I knew a lot of the main story in Yakuza 0. But playing it myself, it was a different experience. So even though I technically knew stuff, I was paying much more attention when I was playing it myself. Maybe it's just me that's capable of disconnecting myself from being spoiled by that. But for me, definitely, I did not feel that I had lost out because I more or less knew about the story. So, I mean, it could be a question of mileage differs and all that kind of stuff, and maybe someone else who would watch a playthrough of something like that would never want to play it themselves because they have already seen the game. But I don't know. I just think that, I mean, Total Biscuit, Rest His Soul and all that good stuff, he was such an inspiration for me to buy an awful lot of games I would never have bought otherwise, because I trusted his opinion. People didn't always agree with his opinion because it was quite direct, you could say. And I mean, certain people don't like being told the truth, especially not when the truth is that they are trying to charge you for something that's not worth being worth charging anyone for, and he was talking against those kind of things, and certain developers apparently took great offense to that kind of behavior. How dare you say our crap game is crap? I mean, but I would say about 70% of my Steam library is due to him. Maybe not 70. It's been a while since I unfortunately passed away, but 60% of my Steam library is due to Total Biscuit. So, and that was because I saw someone else showcasing or reviewing or playing a game. So, it makes a difference. I know the videos I'm doing with the videos I'm covering are older games, and as such, maybe not super relevant for the average viewer. But in case someone wants to pick up either dust off their original systems, or if they don't have access to those kind of systems, if I did what I'm meant to do, that would be clever. Get hold of an emulator. I want to play some of the old games, because that's something I think is worth mentioning. There's a certain elitist attitude toward emulation and that kind of stuff, but the people making the machines themselves are basically saying, we know hardware is not going to live forever. Hardware will fail at some point or another. And if emulation is a way for people to experience the machines we worked on years ago, so much the better. They get to experience it. That is the official word, or that is the word from the people actually making them systems. They would rather have people experiencing them at all than not experiencing them, even if it's through emulation, because nothing lasts forever. Hardware fails, and yeah. So my videos are, I love making the videos. I love making videos in general. But the Amiga and Commodore 64 videos specifically are meant for, if you fancy playing something that's not the latest and still have a lot of enjoyment to be had from it, then have a look at this. This is how it plays, this is how it sounds, this is how it feels. Maybe you would find enjoyment out of it. So, that's part of the reason. Part of the reason is because I love making the videos, and part of the reason is because I love playing those old games, I think. And this is not something... A lot of times, if you are foolish enough to appreciate something that is a bit outdated, if you want, and people are always accusing you of, it's a nostalgia factor. You're chasing a lost past kind of thing. No. I enjoy good games. I know some of the... I'm saying some. Not all games you play are going to be of equal entertainment value, and I know I cover questionable games on both the Commodore 64 and Amiga, but I have to, because if I was only to cover the good stuff, I would run out of content surprisingly quickly. Maybe that's sending it off a bit, but I would run out of content quicker than you might anticipate, because the amount of garbage, people are complaining about the amount of garbage that years ago was tossed out on Steam. It was the same back then, to be honest. It wasn't much difference. The direct balance of garbage titles and amazing titles wasn't... it wasn't a 50-50 balance. It was likely 15, perhaps 10, 20%, if you're being super generous. So if you only want to cover the good stuff as a review kind of thing, magic, then yeah. But and there was a connection somewhere in what I was just saying. But that is my intention with those videos, either to showcase games that people might have remembered or heard of, or, as I said, if they want to, if they haven't got access to the original hardware, pick up an emulator and start playing. If I can show them some titles that I think are worth playing, and I'm not necessarily saying to avoid certain titles. People can do what they want, but then I've done a service. And if I'm entertaining someone or making them feeling a touch of a nostalgic tinge and a little something inside because of being reminded of a game that at some point in their life had some sort of significance, whether it was because they were playing with their friends or a family member or granddad, or granddad is a family member, but you know what I mean. Then, I mean, I've served my purpose. And that was quite a far stretch away from talking about people streaming games, but the point still stands though. There's a lot of games I would not have played if I had not seen other people. Bought if I had not seen other people playing them. I learned many years ago not to trust a review the hard way. I'm not a trusting individual. I'm not the way I prefer to say it. Because, I mean, this is going to sound incredibly cynical, and I'm sorry about it, but the way I prefer to say it is I am not distrusting. I just don't trust people. Which is basically the same thing, but it's phrased slightly different. In other words, what I'm trying to say is that personally, I take what most people say with more than a grain of salt. Put it that way. I do not easily take anything at face value. It has to be people that I trust explicitly. And there's not an awful lot of those. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not expecting the worst from everyone. I'm not that kind of way, but it's just, I mean, for one, it puzzles me how people can be fooled by scammers. Because, I mean, your subscription to this program you haven't got has expired. Quickly enter your email address so we can make sure the program you don't have on your computer is up to date. I mean, I mean, seriously, I haven't got that program. Why would I want to click a link from some random email from someone who can't spell to save their own life in order to make sure that the program I know I haven't got is updated? Yeah. Those kind of things to me have never made any sense. It's just, people just see, oh, your computer's out of date. Click this link and we'll send you a new one. Oh, fine, I'll click this link. But yeah, well, I completely digressed myself into a route of digression I can never return from. So let's go and get some sleep, shall we? Cool. It's Tuesday, isn't it? Of course it is, which means that even if she's done with our bound, we cannot get us to put a new building. Clear and sunny all day. You know what? I want rain, please. Please. Yeah, well, we will just... Ah, we got a fence. Although, sort of, maybe. I still kept some of this, and I forgot to close the hutch, apparently. Because I'm skilled. Not exactly what I wanted. You will not smash it if you pick it up immediately by hitting it with a pickaxe. Okay, you know what? This looks funky. Okay. You know what? Sod it, I'm making another gate. Oh, I'm not mistaken, that requires 2 wood or something. It requires 10 wood. That's what I'm saying, it requires 10 wood. Okay, cool, can we make another gate? Please. Good. It looks more plush that way anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. I was too busy talking about other things. Very good at doing that, by the way. Our barn is full. We have a barn. Now we need to stuff it with barn stuff. Barnstormers. No. Not quite. Storm the bar. No. Yeah, the bar, yeah, but not the barn. Let us make some mayonnaise and then I need another box. I need a box of stuff, right? Before we do anything else, let's water our crop. I was about to say water our never mind. Something very, very similar to crop, with a slightly different what's it called? Bowl thing. Makes it a slightly different word. But anyway. If you're expecting me to stick to the script, yeah, I will try. I will do my best, but I will not guarantee or promise or anything else in that regard. That it is going to happen. By saying to the script, I'm only talking about the game, of course. You see, that's where streamers have an advantage, where they have an audience, hopefully at least, to interact with. Well, technically, I could stream. I do have the ability to do so, but I do not have the capacity to do so. But by that meaning that I've mentioned several times before that I have a very, very noisy bird who's active during the day, and I can't move him, and I can't move myself. So I don't think people would want to hear that bird going bonkers in the background, because of course birds are by nature social creatures, so the more racket they have in the background, the more racket they make themselves, because that's just how things work. So, and I wouldn't want to expose that to people, because I personally would find it rather annoying, and even though I have certain people say not to worry about that kind of stuff, I do worry about that kind of stuff. I got a very, very small channel, and I can only do so much, but I still want to do whatever so much I can do. So you're trying to, when you're making these kind of videos, you don't know whether you have 1 view or 200,000 viewers, so you rainbow child, cool. So you try to set things up in such a way so hopefully it will be entertaining for multiple people. I mean, obviously you can also just sit and scream at the game and say, "Oh, you cheater!" Like certain people have become popular from doing, but well, each to their own. I do not have such desires. What do I actually desire? My problem is now, I do desire certain things. I want to make sure to have 5,000 in the back pocket at all times. This could be wrong. Not if I'm clever about it. I can be clever. Trust me, it does happen. But technically I don't need a fence, do I? Of course I do. This is going to be a real pain, so keep an eye on, but you know what, it is what it is. They will get until Lagoon, I hope. We can get some more wood. This is bad because we want more stone, but never mind. I need to craft this stuff. Yeah. We also need some more wood. We will just flatten the tree, I think. So I want to give them a bit more space. Apparently not. Okay. There's nothing there. There's not a wall there either, so maybe I should... Yeah, I'm spending too much time doing this. I do apologize. I want to make sure it's ready for when we can get the farm animals, which we can't do now because Marnie is busy exercising. So, I was wrong. I was right. Come on. Do me a favor, will you? We need 2 of these. Straight line. Because that way we can also run through our fence thing. I said something about needing some wood. Maybe I should get some wood. What we need to do next is to run to the mine and see if we can make it down to level 80. You're not getting the rain I'm hoping for, which is pain. Our good lady Robin is busy doing exercising stuff, so she can't build anything for us. Next problem, of course, as well, would we want to plonk a fish pond? We haven't got any space now because that would be clever. These are brewing, everything is working on overtime. Cool. Good. We need 40 of these. And then we need to hit the crafting thing and then say 1, 2, 3, 4. Then have a double gate on either side. Are we going to flatten that? It's not exactly beautiful, but what I could do is... Yeah, well, that will have to wait. What I need to do now is I need to stop messing about. And what was it I wanted to do? I want to do something like this. And then I want to do something like this. I want to hold on to that. I want to eat that. Vegetables. Hops were surprisingly efficient as well. You are not a vegetable, but you can work here for the moment. Or you can be parked here for the moment. Whatever stuff. Okay, now I'm going to confuse myself. It doesn't take much, but Demetrius wanted a melon, so let's hope we can catch him. Off guard, haha! No, maybe not. Demetrius, you little fella. Maybe a big fella, I don't know. I haven't paid much attention to his physical stature. I think I know who he is. I'm not going to run around after him, but I still want to say hello. An interesting guy, well, I'm glad you moved here. Sebastian's my half-brother, if you didn't know already. You look totally different. Yeah? Sure, fine. Is your half-brother where's the other? I was trying to be funny, and I know I failed. You don't have to tell me. I know, it wasn't funny. I was trying to be funny. Oh, I forgot. Are you okay? Well, I'm alright. You know, I've been practicing my swordsmanship for a while. Well, I decided today would be the day I venture into the caves. But I got scared I couldn't do it. I guess I'm not as tough as I thought. You say with me, I get scared too. I mean, she's an independent girl who wants to... I don't know whether she'll be wanting to be... I get scared too, let's go with that. I guess when you have something to lose, it's normal to be afraid. Well, I really like you, and not just as a friend, you know that, right? I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but I can't keep it in anymore. I felt this way for a long time. You don't have to say anything right now, let's just stay here for a while. Aha! That took a turn. Good turn, bad turn, I don't know, it took a turn. It's like my driving. I take a turn, but I don't know what's the good one or bad one. Sorry, I couldn't resist. I should probably go in this direction. Failing to understand why it takes me 3 times longer than the average person to drive the distance I'm driving. Sorry, I was a bit stupid, I know, but... My driving redefines taking a turn for the worse. Let's eat some hops. Maybe it wasn't funny, maybe I'm just a simpleton laughing at my own comments, but I found it amusing. Could you, leave an exit? No, you couldn't. Well, we need some stone, because we've used some stones on making some fences, so... I don't know how it is these days. I would assume it's improved vastly, but I mean, I remember some of the early GPS systems, driving aids you could get if you followed them blindly. You would likely drive into a building at one point or another, which is always amusing, isn't it? I mean, my wife and I went to visit a friend, and we had no idea how to get to where he lived because it was a first-time visit. And at one point, the GPS was convinced that we should cross a field through a stone wall. Turn left here. I just insisted. Yeah. Thankfully, as I mentioned, I am not a trusting individual. If a piece of plastic tells me to do something, I'm not going to just blindly do it. We had John Cleese voiceover on our GPS, which is quite funny. Or driving aid, whatever people call it these days, I don't know, I'm an old man. I call it GPS because that's what it was called when I was... Back in my time, we read maps, you know those things on paper, colors and lines on and things like that. Yes, that's what we did. Back then, things were more complicated. I'm not that old. I still got to experience. For what it counts for, I mentioned my affection for old games and that kind of stuff, and I'm glad that I got to experience the birth of home computing and that kind of stuff. You're not 75, you know what, we should probably head back home. So, we should probably, yeah, clear out of the mind. Just need 5 levels more and then we can get gold. It's too late to make use of it now because you need to set up for that kind of stuff. So the Misfits will get his melon at some point, whenever it suits me. It's my melon. I will hold on to it as long as it damn well pleases me to. I think I'm going to share my melons just because you offered me quite a large amount of money in compensation. Money isn't everything. No. Yeah, I know. We got that spiffy hat for doing the thingy, and then we got that. I need more boxes. I'm sick and blinking tired of it. I need more boxes. More boxes I need. And by the way, I need more boxes, in case you're wondering. What we could do is I don't even care about the geodes anymore. I should probably drop this. Now, there is a fish we can only obtain in the summer. I don't know if it is part of the community center, but it's for the glittering boulder, which I'm not overly concerned about. So let's just drop these food off, by the way. It's also notoriously difficult to catch, by the way. An octopus. You have to be early on in the morning to catch it from the ocean. But it is quite a challenging fish to catch. It makes the pufferfish seem like an easy catch. What I think we're going to do is she should be available tomorrow. So when we have slept, we would like to go up to Robin and say, you did a nice job on my farm. Can you please plonk into the building down? Might be a good idea. Anyway, time to go to bed. Okay. Come on, rain, please. I want rain. I want rain or thunder. That's not rain or thunder. Spirits are very displeased. It's a rerun of dinosaurs. Who blinking care? We have multiple things we need to do now. We need to go in and say hi to our chickens, of course, because I mean they have been the foundation of our ability to expand our farm and all that good stuff. Did we say hi to all of you? We did. Cool. Get out and get some fresh air, my little happy chickens. While I close my posh gate. Things are not as closely connected as I would like them to be, but you know what? That's the way it is. So our beer is ready. Cool. There's more money. We're good for the money point of view right now. Now I need rain. As I've mentioned, probably about 16 different, 16 times even, not different times, although I suppose they are different times because, yeah, but you know what I mean. I should probably, if I'm clever, nah, it's fine. That we need rain in order to get that pendant we need to hand over in order to get married. But of course, you're not handing him a pendant over and then getting married on the spot. It takes a few days to set up, and if that few days collide with an in-game festival event, fine, then it will be delayed another day. Why did I do what I just did? Because I'm sidetracked. That's why. Anyway, So, if we want to, because the last day of this year is a festival day, but last day of the season even is a festival day. So a marriage could not take place on the 28th. So if we don't get rain by the 26th, it doesn't really matter. We are not going to be able to tie the knot or whatever else you call it before next month or next season. It's not critical, but I mean, it is annoying. So, Happy Graphics first my nuisance more than enough in this video series so far. It's just one of those things, I just want to get it done. So, and being blocked by lack of rain is a pain. So, I suppose my foraging skill could just increase and I'll be perfectly fine, I guess. But whatever. By the way, I know we have a lot of resources at the moment and it may seem like an exceptional amount of resources to have, but trust me, you can't grow any crops during the winter, of course, and that means that you are relying on what you already got in order to produce money for you, and you can go through an awful lot of crop or produce even incredibly quickly when you're not getting a constant influx of it. So even though we may seem to have quite a bit, we can run out quicker than you may think. So everything else is watered, I hope. We need to pick up our orange and then we need to do two things. Come on, that's a food. Those are vegetables apparently. And I need 200 of these. This time I'm going to do it the other way around. And then I need, not those, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I need all of these because Demetrius still wants a melon. I need not to water my 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I need to dump these off here. What I also need, apparently, is just dawned on me. Let's all get rid of these now. Those look like geodes as well. Cool. There's one more thing I thought I need. Maybe I don't. Why do I start hesitating now? I don't spend so much time doing this because we also need to get some. I mean, having a barn without animals for it is pointless. So, you know, it's managing better than I was hoping. Just need the bloody rain. That'll be good. Hello, Robin. Construct the farm buildings. Fish pond. Build. Where would we want to build a fish pond? That is a good question. I mean, we can't utilize this space for growth, but other buildings. I mean, where would we want to place a fish pond? We could place it here and block off. Well, probably not. Probably wouldn't be too clever. We could place it here, but that would likely look stupid. There is an online planner for where you can plan your farm. I mean, technically, I could just plonk it here somewhere, couldn't I? If it looks stupid, we can always move it later. So, moving is something that you can do easily and it doesn't cost anything. No resources, no nothing. You just go up to it and say, can you please move my building? And she will go down single-handedly and lift it. She's a very strong woman, by the way. Don't get on her bad side. She might flatten you. Oh, I don't have time for that. Going to be a bit short on me. We're going to be a bit short. Demetrius, where are you? I know where you are. Hi there, do you have anything you need from the farm? If not, we might be able to help you out. Yeah, at an extortionate price. Nothing in life is free. Hey, remember to... Why do you... Okay, whatever. You're probably going a lot of interesting... You wanted a melon, I heard. This is perfect. Just about any for my research. Thanks a bunch. Yeah, you are most welcome, and thanks for the 550 gold, which hopefully helped me. I need to run like the wind down to... Oh, I suppose so. You know what, we're good. We are good, actually. I was just thinking about the wedding situation. It's a bit convoluted, but as long as we get rain at one point or another relatively shortly, this should be perfectly fine. Hi. Just here to make sure, yeah, I'm sure. Purchase animals. Dairy cow is 1500. So, our barn can house 4 cows. Oh, bloody hell, we haven't... That will come by itself. We need extras, like something, but they won't produce milk anytime soon. A milk pail is required to harvest the milk. That sounds aggressive. Anyway, let us get some cows. If that name works for me, I don't mind. I mean, I could just buy 3 cows, but we can have 4. So let's get 4. Which means that we are going to blow all our money, and of course we will need something else besides. But I think now we are at a point. I'm trying to cheese the game into saying, aha, you haven't got any money, let's make sure it rains so Mr. Sailor Dude comes around so you can feel screwed because you can't buy the bloody amulet anymore. A pendant, sorry, it's not an amulet, it's a pendant. It's a different thing. Well, the farm is doing fine. I'm doing like, never mind. Burger, oh, I mean, why am I stupid? You know what? This way. Come on, this way. I mentioned something about wanting to break open those deals, and I want to make sure to get the farm animals, but I also need to say hi to the farm animals, of course, because I mean they need love and affection. So we can smash a few of those up, so that's fine. Been teaching Jazz and Vincent about dwarvish archaeology. Jazz is curious about the origins of the dwarves, but Vincent is mainly interested in dwarvish weapons. He's a boy, what do you expect? I mean, boys do boyish things, what can I say? Well, if they don't, that's perfectly fine. I'm not trying to imply else, otherwise even, I think it's called, I don't know, a mineral of some description. Geminite. I'm a Gemini. Is that one of my left too? Never mind. I know it probably wasn't as funny as I hoped it would have been. stuff. Cool. Okay. Valuable, apparently. Some stones. And aha, the dwarf gadget. Yeah, well, we'll see what we can donate to our librarian, and then we should probably head back up to the mine to see if we can reach level 80. That'll be good. Oh, dwarf gadget. Let's put that there. That looks like a mineral of some description, and that looks like a valuable gem of some description. So let's plunk that down. Yeah, new reward apparently. What is our reward? The starfruit seed. You are blinking joking me. 13 days. There's no chance I can grow that in 13 days. You poopkin nymph or something like that. Yeah, I need to head back to the farm because we need money. I was about to say we need food. Food and money is not the same. If you had to be one without one or the other, doesn't mean much in the summer, does it? Nope, it doesn't. I don't care about the weather being sunny, but I badly need rain. Anyway, the choice to be without money or without food. I would prefer to be without money. Yeah, but you can always go down to the shop and buy some food on them. Let's just say it's one of those days where every shop just inconveniently is shut. You have £10,000 in front of you on the table, and not a crumb of bread or other nutrients of any value that could sustain you. You can now start munching on your money. I don't want to get into that entire discussion because my attitude to money, I will give you the very, very short version on. Money is a necessary evil, but I also think it's incredibly stupid. But I mean, that's me. I understand the need for having a agreed upon measurement of some description that everyone can agree on has a certain amount of value, but paper or plastic, as is the case in the currencies here in England, all notes are plastic covered now, or plastic coated, whatever. But anyway, I mean, metal and plastic coated paper. Yeah. I mean, in ancient Japan, the currency was measured in rice. I mean, rice was value. That makes sense. You can use rice for something. I mean, you can eat rice. You can live off rice. So I mean, I could imagine that you go down and buy a massive big Ferrari and you're paying with 2 carloads of rice may not be practical. I can understand, but if you approach it from a strictly logical point of view, it seems a bit silly, doesn't it? Maybe I'm just, yeah, it's not maybe I'm overthinking things, I'm always overthinking things. That's what I do. So, never mind. I mean, it is practical to have some sort of agreed upon substance that everyone can agree on is valuable, but except for the fact that the value we attach to it, by and large, by itself is quite worthless. This is interesting. No mind. Yes, as I said, I overthink things. I want things to make sense, you know. It's one of those odd things. It's a bad trait to have. Okay, one of you fly babies, fly boys, whatever you are. Give me a way down, please. I don't want to be here. I want to hit level 80. Come on, please. One of you turn into an exit. It is a transmutation spell. That's very, very difficult to pull off. Transmute. Back to staircase. Yes. Come on. I've practiced a long time to cast that spell. Doesn't always work. Doesn't work this time either. I need to get my diction improved so I can cast that spell proper. I bet they didn't have that in Dungeons and Dragons, huh? Transmute back to staircase. Speaking of, because of course now my mind got attuned to Dungeons and Dragons and wonky things. I don't know whether it's still an item you can get in Dungeons and Dragons, but one of my friends was very enamored by the bag of useless items. It had items in it and they were all useless. Something like broken ore, or half a rowboat, or a mug without button, or something like that, you know? They were useless for the purpose they were intended to serve, put it that way. I mean, if you need to defend yourself against a charging goblin or something, and having a broken oars bit and not having anything at all. So, why is it giving me double flyers? I don't like that, double fly things. Come on, it's getting late again. I don't want... Go away. Stop throwing bones at me. Stop throwing bones on me. You can flash your bones somewhere else. Ha! Aha! Can you please croak? Unless I am being fed exits back to back, I'm not going to make this, am I? You know what? One of these bats decided to drop off this one, so I'm going to take a hit from that. I knew that. Yet again. We just have to wait for it to rain, then we can spend the entire day in the mine. That's the problem, isn't it? We're not getting any bloody rain, man. Never mind. It is a bit like everything else. When you don't care about something, you get it. I mean, it's just not all the time. Obviously, it's not. I really don't care about winning the lotto. Oh, I want the lotto, or whatever. But not quite the way it works. But you know what I mean. In games, okay, let's reduce the what's it called? It's called something. There was a meaning behind what I was trying to say. Let's limit the scope. I think it was I was trying to say, of what I was trying to say. So, yeah. Did that make any sense? I probably didn't. Sometimes I surprise myself when I make sense. So, don't worry about it. I'm so used to myself talking absolute gibberish, even so, yeah. Making sense. You're asking too much. I refuse to make sense. So other people. I do not make sense. I was sort of hoping that we would get some rain in this video, but we are not getting any rain in this video, so we will have to sell our mayonnaise. Because of course you're broke, and I forgot to say hi to my cows. Yeah, well, they will manage. I will have to go to bed. Did I forget to say hi to... Yes, maybe, I don't know. But I will call this an episode here, and when we come back, we will be doing some more watering, getting some chickens and some cows, and hopefully have money enough to buy a milk pail so we can actually milk the cows once they come of age. And then we have other things to craft, and then we're going to, as per usual, hope for rain. Yeah. Thanks for watching, take care, and see you next time. Bye bye for now.